Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday, time for coffee with PC, and so I've got my cup of Starbucks this morning. Now, you probably know this is not a Starbucks mug. This is the mug you use when you run out to get a cup of dark roast coffee from Starbucks. And when you get back home and you grab the cup out of the cup holder, you must squeeze it a little too tight so the lid pops off and a third of the cup spills in your car. And so that was my morning a few minutes ago, running inside, getting some towels, getting some cleaner, wiping the carpet, wiping the upholstery, wiping the seats, and it was a mess, a little bit hectic. So I hope your morning has gotten off to a better start than that for you. I hope this Coffee with PC will be a little pick-me-up to your morning too, because I have some exciting news, and that is we are ready to begin in-person services. Our deacons have been meeting over the last several weeks talking about it, and we met again last night, and we will be this Sunday, June 14th, inviting all who want to come join us for worship in person at the church. So that's kind of an exciting thing. It's been a while. It's been since March 15th. That was the last time we met in person. So 12, 13 weeks here, almost a fourth of the year that we've been doing the online only services. So it's exciting to make this change back to in-person services. But let me tell you some of the ways that we want to do this, because while we're coming back, we understand that we still are dealing with the effects of COVID, the pandemic that is out there, and we want to come back, but we want to come back in the safest way possible. So to do that, we've talked through some ideas that I want to share with you. One thing we're going to do is we're going to begin by having two services, a 9 a.m. and an 11 a.m. The reason for that is because we want to promote the required social distancing in our auditorium. And so in doing that, we're going to severely limit the number of people that can be in there. How are we going to provide distancing? Well, one thing we're going to do is remove every other row to provide that recommended distance between rows. And then on a row, your family unit sits together, and then you need to skip 3 seats before the next family unit can sit together. So, when you do that, when you remove half the rows, and then on each row you have at least 3 seats between 2 family units, you can see that makes a difference in how many people are able to come and worship in person. So to do that, we thought it'd be best to start with 2 services. That way we could promote that distance, and all who desire to come would have an opportunity. On our survey a few weeks ago, we even mentioned that we were looking at 2 services, and it was about a half and half split. Half of you said you preferred the 9 o'clock service, and I forget the exact number, but the other half indicated flexibility about that. So that's what we're going to do. 2 services with separation in our seating there. To help us manage the number of people, we think 60 or 65 people, given that layout of the auditorium, can come to a service. We're going to ask you to help us by registering to come to a service. We are using a website. It's called Eventbrite. We'll post the links with this video. There'll be an Eventbrite 9 a.m. service, an Eventbrite 11 a.m. service, and you click register, and it'll have a drop-down menu. My family has this many people, and that just lets us know how many people are planning to come to each service. And you can see, you go in there, you might see, you want to go to 9 a.m. and there's already, we put a number of 55 available seats through Eventbrite, so you might see there's only 5 seats left, and you think, oh wow, that's pretty crowded. I might want to come to the other service that might not be as full. So that gives you some information as well in your decision making about how to proceed with this. Let me say that I know from that same survey, it was again about a 50-50 split. 50%, actually it was 45%, said they're ready to come back to worship. And the other 55% basically had some reservations that you weren't ready to come back. And we understand that, and we respect that. And so if you believe that now is not a good time because of the continuing issues with COVID-19, that you shouldn't be in a crowd like a Sunday morning service, we understand. Please, if you have underlying medical conditions, some of our senior adults, maybe you might fall into those categories. We encourage you. It's okay. We certainly understand if you don't feel comfortable coming to service, being in that crowd. We're going to continue to stream our service so you can watch as you have been for the last several weeks. It'll be in the same channels. We're going to stream the 9 o'clock service only. We're not going to stream both services, but that video from the 9 o'clock service will be available to watch at any point, like it always is, after that. So if you're up and want to tune in for the 9 o'clock live service, you can, or if you're not comfortable coming and you want to watch the service a little later, you can do that too. We'll have all the links available on Sundays. Certainly the live stream, but then a little bit later, as it gets closer to 11, we'll post, hey, remember, if you want to watch the service, here's where you can watch the service there. So we'll have both opportunities. Those who are ready to come back, please help us out by registering so we can manage, the seating and the numbers that we have. And those who aren't ready, we certainly understand, and we have that streaming ability for you. Let me say a word about our kids ministry. At this point, we are not going to have a separate kids ministry happening. As we get started, we're going to ask families to sit together, which means, your kids would sit with you. Again, we're sitting in family units, those who've kind of lived under the same roof, asking your kids to sit with you. Denise is going to put together a package. She's already been working on it. Some things to hand to your kids that they can have, activity pages, things to keep them occupied, to help them learn some things. Some of the same activity pages we've been putting online. She'll have in person to hand to them so they can work on those. They can kind of have their attention kept that way. And just to let you know, our service time frame is going to stay like it's been online. Before, when we were meeting in person, we would have an hour and 15, an hour and 10, an hour and 20-minute service. We're going to be under that hour, that 45 to 50 minutes, like we've been doing over the online services. So it'll be that time frame. So parents, that might help that you're not bringing them and they're going to have to sit there for almost an hour and a half. It'll be about a 45 to 50 minute service that they can come in, and they'll have something to keep them occupied during the sermon, as well as they can sing in the time of worship. So that's what we're going to do with them. We'll look into kids ministry, and we'll keep you posted on when we want to transition and begin having the kids have their own worship time in the weeks ahead. So that I wanted to give that word to you as parents. So that's what's happening. Please help us out. It would be so helpful. Again, that survey said some of you didn't mind. You had no preference. If you wouldn't mind coming to 11, it seems like more people would be interested in coming at 9. We sure would love that. And again, let us know. We'll post the links to the registration, that Eventbrite registration for the 2 services. Just click on there. Let us know your preference, how many are coming from your family to our service, and that will help as we plan and as we prepare and as we look forward to gathering in person this Sunday, June 14th, again. So we're excited. Know that we're going to do all that we can to keep it safe. We've enhanced our cleaning. We'll clean between the 2 services, all the common areas, bathrooms, all the seats. We're going to spray down, wipe down all that needs to be done between the services as well as before the first service. So you can know that we're enhancing those protocols. We're doing our best to do what needs to be done, so that we can gather and do it in a safe manner, safely as we possibly can make it. So that's the news. I hope you're excited about it. Please, again, look for those links, register for the service that you're planning to attend in person, and of course, as always, you can watch us online. So thanks so much for tuning in this Tuesday morning. I hope your week is off to a good start. Look forward to touching base with you again on Friday and seeing most of you in person this Sunday. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks so much.